Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is December 9th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland has once again greenlit the assassination of Donald J. Trump for the date of December 9th of 2025. According to Donald J. Trump's public itinerary, he will be traveling from the White House in Washington, D.C. to the United States Naval Observatory across town, also in Washington, D.C., and he will be making an appearance at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is the first window where the CIA plans to stage an assassination event targeting Trump. Considering it is a military facility, some sort of veteran or Islamic jihadist attack of somebody that's allegedly working with the U.S. government is expected. Roughly 3 hours later at 6:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Donald J. Trump will appear at the Mount Airy Casino Resort in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania, where he is slated to give a speech on the economy. This is the second window where the CIA plans to assassinate Donald J. Trump. I did the research on Google Maps, and Donald J. Trump is apparently going to be taking Marine One from Washington, D.C. That's the Sikorsky helicopter. And he's going to land in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And then he's going to take a motorcade from Allentown, Pennsylvania to Mount Airy Casino Resort at Mount Pocono. Or he will take a direct flight from Washington, D.C. directly to Mount Pocono, possibly landing on the lawn at the casino. I just looked at photos of the casino. It's a massive, massive building. It looks like something that the CIA would attack and make a very dramatic made-for-TV type of event. And coincidentally, today, December 9th, marks exactly 90 days since the CIA assassinated Charlie Kirk back on September 10th of 2025. Obviously, September 10th has the 91 or 19 numerology, which is the letter S. And then, of course, 90 days later, on December 9th, this also has the 1, 2, 9, 12, 9, December 9th, which is the number 19 as well. So this is the SS numerology. And it also marks 514 days since the CIA staged the last assassination event targeting Donald J. Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. So this would make two such assassination events in Butler, Pennsylvania in 515 days. 515 is SIS or SS because the number 5 is symbolically an S. So we have again the SS numerology, which is incumbent upon the CIA, which is whose original name is ISIS or SS. The date of December 9th marks exactly 29,033 days since Donald J. Trump was born. Obviously, the number 33 was plastered all over the assassination of Charlie Kirk, if you recall, and 33 has to do with Freemasonry, and so some sort of an attack is planned. There's also the realistic possibility that the CIA, because Trump is going to be in public for two major events on this particular date, that he will suffer some sort of naturally occurring health emergency, possibly a slip and fall. He will be going in a helicopter, so they could crash the helicopter, they could shoot down the helicopter, they could have a hydraulics malfunction. There's also the realistic possibility of a sniper attack, or some sort of accidental fire, or some sort of Native American going rogue and using a bow and arrow to kill Trump at the casino. But the most likely event is that the CIA stages a Georgia militia-based attack. So the CIA has been carefully crafting this narrative over the last few years. So Georgia is one of the states which I believe still has the Confederate flag on their state flag. And the whole ongoing rift between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Donald J. Trump is all public theater to create a timely motive for a Georgia militia-based attack targeting Donald J. Trump. The CIA just back on November 26 staged this attack. This Al-Qaeda operative from Afghan national, he allegedly drove all the way across the country from Washington State to Washington, D.C. to allegedly kill these two U.S. National Guard members, which makes no sense at all, but they planted the narrative that a terrorist is going to travel across the United States in order to commit an attack. So I just published a report on my blog, 911truther.org, called Operation Thunderhawk, which is coincidentally the roller coaster in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is why I named it that. And so I believe that the CIA is planning some sort of white, anti-Semitic, white supremacist, neo-Nazi, militia-based revenge attack targeting Donald J. Trump surrounding this event at Mount Airy Casino Resort in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. So this would likely be a siege, excuse me, a siege of the entire casino, and then they would torture Trump inside and kill off a bunch of people in his inner circle, and then they would light it on fire. This is going to be the Israeli Mossad masquerading as white supremacists from the United States. And then they'll claim that Donald J. Trump was a pedophile linked to the Epstein files, and that he allowed Israel to get away with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and that he turned on Marjorie Taylor Greene, a U.S. Congresswoman from the 14th District of Georgia, and that was the last straw, and therefore they had to avenge these crimes against their creed or their charter, and they cannot allow Trump. And this is specifically why Jimmy Kimmel was talking about, when he was suspended, he was talking about the assassin of Charlie Kirk being one of the Maga members, is because they plan on staging a America First anti-Maga attack on Trump. So they plan to bump Trump off of the presidency by claiming that the right, his base, that's why they created a neo-Nazi terror group called The Base, because they plan on using an alleged white supremacist, anti-Semitic, neo-Nazi, white supremacist militia to kill Trump and to take him out of power. And then they'll claim that he got off by the right, the far right. And this is why the CIA has been giving Nick Fuentes, a Mexican white supremacist who's a federal operative. That's why he's been platformed by Tucker Carlson and Piers Morgan yesterday, and that is designed to highlight white supremacy, anti-Semitic rhetoric and propaganda in the United States before Switzerland and her CIA and her Mossad offs U.S. President Donald J. Trump under the guise of an anti-Semitic, white supremacist, neo-Nazi related attack. And that's what's going on here. And apparently this is going to happen on December 9th of 2025, either at the United States Naval Observatory in Washington, D.C., which is unlikely, but most likely at the Mount Airy Casino Resort in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. There is also the possibility that the CIA would stage some other event which results in the death of Donald J. Trump on this particular date, and so that J.D. Vance can be sworn in as the 48th President of the United States. So obviously, if anything happens to Trump, if Trump does not land safely at the White House on the evening of December 9th of 2025, know that it was orchestrated by Switzerland and her CIA, likely courtesy of the Mossad on the ground. And so if that happens, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.